What's up, everybody? How you doing? I am on my 68 hour and 30 minutes of my 5-day fast. Basically, I'm revving myself, getting ready to get into that past the 72 hour, because I haven't made it past 72 hours in a while, or actually maybe ever, because I've been just doing 60 hour fast, 65, 69, 72 hour fast. So just talking about how I'm feeling at this moment. I feel great, feel fully energized. Been taking, consuming salt, Redmond sea salt or Redmond's Himalayan salt or red salt, magnesium, taking my magnesium, and then cream of tartar has been my trifecta of electrolytes, as well as drinking the Mountain Valley spring water, which of course has calcium in it. And I swear to God, I feel just amazing. I feel super, I just feel like I can do this. Normally, or at least historically, I used to struggle through prolonged fasts because I don't think I was consuming enough electrolytes, especially salt. Salt really gets me just energized, and it gets me thinking clearly, and it gets me just, moving. And then of course you add the potassium in as well, gotta just be mindful of how much potassium I put in, because if I put in a tablespoon, sometimes even a little over half a tablespoon, I end up getting diarrhea, which is pretty much an effect of too much potassium in one meal, or one, or at least one sitting. So I just try to be mindful of that, but the salt has been really good. Really thankful, and I'm looking to see how these next couple days are. But to be honest with you, man, it feels like I maybe had just started the fast like yesterday. That's how much energy I have. Being on hour 68 right now. Normally at this time I would struggle, and I would actually quit the fast for most of the part. Once in a blue I'd make it to 72, but I would stop it at this point. But right now, man, I can go. And I think that's another thing too. You need to prime yourself and put it in your head, like, hey, I'm gonna be fasting for 5 days. Hey, I'm gonna be fasting for 3 days, 24 hours. If you make that, it becomes your intentionality, and with that intentionality allows you to be successful. So I'm excited. Everything's looking wonderful. The outlook is looking great, and I'm excited to see how everything's gonna be once I hit that 5th day, also known as 120 hours of fasting. What's up, people? 7:40 in the morning. It's about 80 something hours into my fast, and man, I'll tell you, I've been dragging since even when I woke up in the middle of the night. I don't know, I've been taking electrolytes, or at least been drinking the salt, been adding in even more salt, a little bit more potassium. Has helped, but right now I don't know why, but I feel like really low energy. I'm gonna have to check to see how it is when I drink some more electrolytes right now. But at this moment, and especially when I woke up in the middle of the night, I was super weak, tingling all over my body. But I'm gonna say that's definitely perhaps a lack of electrolytes. So I'm gonna see how I could try to hook it up right now. So this is what I'm taking, and I'm gonna show you the ingredients of what I'm taking for my electrolytes. These are the 4 things. So you got Redmond's real salt for my sodium, right? Cream of tartar for my potassium, and then Neuromag for L-threonate for the brain of magnesium. And then also this trifecta of, it says triple calm, but it has a few different types of magnesiums in it. So these are mine right here, and I'm about to drink it, and let's see if I have any difference in how I feel. Not to mention I have also reverse osmosis water. This over the counter machine by AquaTrue. So definitely consider maybe a reverse osmosis if your town has really bad water. So again, let's check it out. Feel a difference. Feels a little bit better. We'll have to see. So I'm out taking a walk on a nice sunny day. Super happy. This is hour 89 of 120 of fasting. So I feel good now. I don't know. I actually put a lot of salt and a lot of potassium and a lot of magnesium, and I just drank it. Now, I think, like I said before, if you drank too much or if you consume too much potassium when you have diarrhea, and that's what I ended up having. I ended up having a little diarrhea, but my energy feels so much better right now. I also remember Dr. Berg talking about the whole idea of making sure that you maybe drink some, some baking soda that has sodium bicarbonate in it. So I put a little bit of that in there because that actually helps to balance the alkalinity in your body, because the problem what I was doing was I was drinking apple cider vinegar twice a day during my fast, and I definitely started building up probably a lot of acid in my body. And another thing I'm worried about too is having keto acidosis. So I'm supposed to be getting these keto test strips that's supposed to come in today. I'm supposed to test my ketones. I've never seen what my ketone levels are, but right now I can definitely tell you, man, I can still persevere. This morning was rough. I think because I just should have gotten up to hydrate and get my electrolytes in. So I felt exhausted. Plus, when you sleep, if you're underneath covers, you could be sweating, and of course, sweat removes your electrolytes. So I made sure I replaced that. This morning I felt a little bit better, but now I feel even more better because I just actually consumed my whole glass of potassium, sodium, and of course my magnesiums that I take. So I'm excited. It's hour 89 of 120. I'm thinking of stopping the fast at 5:30 p.m. tomorrow, which will be technically on the 5th day, kind of. It won't be exactly 5 days. It won't be 120 hours. It will be about, so let's see here, 108 hours I will do. And I wanted to stop it for a reason, because I'm going to be, going to a social event. And I'm not going to be breaking my fast through that. Don't worry, my friends. What I'm going to be doing, however, I'm just going to be around a whole bunch of people, and it'd just be nice to just get some of the bone broth in me, and then eventually work up into having at least a couple eggs before I go to this board game event that I'm going to with my my archery team. But yeah, so far I can just tell you that I can persevere. It's always down to the electrolytes, my friends. That's probably the reason why I'm able to just walk around. I'm not going to be doing heavy lifting. I'm not going to be doing like heavy exercise except for this kind of walk, and I'm walking at it like a speed of like 2 miles per hour. That's like super vital, super important, I think, just to get some sun, obviously, but also just get a little movement in. But I definitely am not going to the gym on this day or tomorrow to do anything strenuous, as I'm running on nothing at this moment except for electrolytes. I'm running on my fat reserves, which, I'm down to about 190. When I started the fast, I was 196. Now that I am approaching the tail end, I weighed myself. I got down to 192 yesterday. Somehow my scale went up a little bit more, and I got to 193. But yeah, it's that weight fluctuation that's going through. But again, I know that when I start eating again, the weight is going to go down. Now it's just going to be what I'm going to do after the fast. That's going to be very important for these next weeks, because I know that I have my birthday coming up. People are probably going to want, I might have a couple drinks maybe a week or so from now, and then I'm going out of state, and I'm going to be hanging out with some friends, and I know by then I'll be well acquainted, because it'll be a few weeks from now, having already gotten out of the fast, right? And I've built tolerance and eating the right foods and stuff like that, so that I could go and hang out with some friends on a couple of days and maybe even eat like a foodie. But I like this fast for a reason, my friends. The reason why I'm doing this, not always, of course, to lose some weight, right? I'm looking really good now anyways, But the next thing is, the reason why is because I know I have not been giving my body a break, and it's really good to have that mass autophagy, to be able to just rebuild those cells in my body. I mean, it's been a couple decades since I've given my body a rest. So that's the reason why I've gone this far. I wanted to do an ultimate spring cleaning of my body, of my cells, of my brain, of everything that's going on in my body on a, ADP, ATP, molecular, cellular level. They're also talking about mitochondria, getting that stuff also going. So yeah, man, pretty happy, pretty excited. Just gonna get some more walk in this beautiful sun. The sun is like really awesome, super shiny in my face. Yeah, super thankful. And let's keep going. It's like I said, it's hour 89. We're going to plan on getting to at least 5:30 a.m. If not 7:30 a.m., which will bring it to 120 is the goal, right? But I'm going to cut myself short just so I can give my time to eat. So 108 hours I'll be at. So I'm going to plan to stop my fast at 108 hours. Okay, so I decided to get some ketone test strips. As you see that I was on hour 94, 24 minutes of my 120 hour fast that I'm supposed to be doing, but I think I'm gonna stop at around about 12 hours before it, 10 to 12 hours before it. But I decided that I'm gonna go take these test strips to see if I am actually in ketosis, because I have consumed some stuff on this fast, like apple cider vinegar, and then I also did the baking soda, and I don't know if I am messing with my ketosis. So we are going to find out. It also gives you instructions, and then more importantly, you get to see how do you test. And I'm hoping to be within 1 to 3. I think 1 to 3 is okay. But if you're fasting in a fasting ketosis, it should be only up to 5. All right. So I'm hoping to have it at the moderate level. If it's at large, then I did something really bad. So this is the test right now for me to see if I'm in a healthy ketogenic, or a healthy ketosis level. So I chose to do 2 strips just to see. But it appears to me that I could be a little bit high, and I don't know how reliant these are. They did say that the strips can be sometimes unreliable, and I am just wondering if I should continue or should stop. This is pretty interesting. So due to what I heard about ketosis, acidosis, and all that stuff like that, and there's not necessarily a need for me to go 5 days for a fast. I don't necessarily have to do it. I think I already passed the 72-hour mark. They say autophagy pretty much levels out, and all it's doing is just continuing the whole cleansing process. And I've done already 72 hours a couple weeks ago. I'm actually, like, you notice I'm at 94. Maybe I'm gonna take an hour. I'm gonna go out shopping for an hour or so, come back, and then I'm gonna actually stop it. Because they did say, hey, if you are encountering these kind of problems on your test strips, you should stop. I mean, I can keep going. How I feel right now, more importantly, I feel, again, I need some electrolytes, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stop this, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably make, 32, 36 hour to 72 hour fast a little bit more into my regime versus doing something long like this, maybe once a year. I'd have to check it out. I think what I would do next time is probably not consume apple cider vinegar. I was also taking seed probiotic. I don't know if that has a dealing with that. I drink lemons, stuff that's acidus in there. So maybe I won't do that next time. Maybe that can change my keto levels. But I am definitely going to be stopping this fast, and it's going to stop around 94 to 96 hours. So just shy of 100 fasting hours. Overall, I can tell you, man, it can be troublesome. I thought actually that this was going to be easy after 72 hours. Again, I guess you just get used to it, and I think it's fine. And I think if I sip another, electrolyte, sodium and whatnot, I think I could be okay. But to be honest with you, I think these long fasts are definitely more recommended medically. Like if you speak to a doctor, I think these fasts are, longer fasts, like anything above 72 hours definitely should be like used with scrutiny. You should be doing your research and whatnot. You should definitely look at keto strips or test strips or a keto monitor, which I heard the test strips are not necessarily the most accurate. So that's another thing. But for most people, I think most people would be fine with doing intermittent fasting and then up to like maybe 36 hours because you still get a lot of the benefits there. I do look at 72 because 72 really is also cool with the autophagy and also all the fat burning. But again, like I don't need to do any more than that. And typically at a 72-hour fast, I normally cut it off a little earlier, especially if I want to get my meal in, get at least a drink of some broth in before bedtime. I try to consume before like 5 or at least at 5 to break that fast. So there's a lot of things. If I started in the morning, it'd be different. But yeah, man, if I'm at 65 hours, 69 hours, and it's like, nighttime, I mean, think about it. You sleep again for another 8, 10 hours, whatever. That's then beyond, goes beyond 72 hours. So anyways, I hope this journey was cool. I hope you enjoyed whatever you saw here. Please comment below what your experience was like going anywhere above 72 hours. What worked for you? I'd love to hear it. But again, thank you so much for checking this out and checking this journey. And I wish you a lot of health, wealth, and success. So I had my first egg, no salt for the very first time. Oh my God, I swear when you fast, you could taste everything. This tastes salty without even having to put salt on it. I'm super thankful.